my apartment is incredibly warm at the moment because Auckland is just incredibly humid today and the past week. So my water gets like lukewarm and disgusting very quickly. And I don't have ice because our freezer's too full for the ice tray.
Ice, baby.
Anyways, oh yeah, and also like tap water from the city in New Zealand is awful.
Really?
Yeah, it's terrible. Town water sucks. If you want the good water, you go up to the shore where I used to live. That's the good fresh tap water, but the tap water in the city is just awful. It's still drinkable, but it's just bad. Like it's like gravelly in your throat. Not gravelly, you know?
No.
It's like harder to drink, you know?
Oh, fair enough.
It's got a weird taste to it. It's like they use too much calcium.
You want to
Anyways, as we load, speaking of calcium, as we load into Light Shade LE, I was trying to find some way to segue out of the conversation.
Yeah, it was. You should have known.
But you know me, my segues are usually speaking of completely unrelated thing. Here is another completely unrelated thing. Light Shade LE. In the top left-hand corner of the map, we are joined by the Red Zerg player. It is hailing from Vietnam and playing for Intensity Esports. It is, of course, MeomaikA.
And in the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Australia, our blue Terran is in fact Piglet.
I wonder if juice is bad for your throat because we have a big bottle of juice in the fridge.
It depends which. It's the usually you don't want something that's too acidic or too sweet.
Yeah, it's like apple mango juice.
You want something
Totally
that's
fine.
a little syrupy but not too sweet and not too acidic. Something that's kind of neutral.
Yeah, like I think it's apple mango juice or something. Like one of the mixed juices. That's probably
Like
fine.
yeah, that could be. I mean, that could be pretty astringent if it's apples. It also depends if it's actual apples or if it's just juice that's corn syrup made to taste like apples. Otherwise, you know, it's just.
I don't know how real this juice brand is.
Is it juice or is it drink?
It's definitely not something like Raro, which is like it's like a packet of powder that you put in water and it turns into like a
You know
juice
what you should
flavored
have?
fruit
You know what you should have? You should have G Fuel.
G Fuel. Is it
This
a crime
reaper is
that I
actually
drink
going to get out of your life.
Wait, what? It lived? I was like,
Yeah,
oh
it
yeah, it's
lived.
dead. The queen's here.
It was very annoying, but it lived.
Wow, I was like, yeah, surely the queen kills it here.
Right. Ooh, a roach warren quickly from Neo.
Oh boy, that is a very fast search. It's 3 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
It is 3 minutes into the game.
All in. Well,
Yep,
it's not
that's what it
all in
seems
yet.
like.
Well, he's making drones, so it's not the end
Well,
of
he's
the
gonna
world.
cut them off at like 39.
He's gonna scout it?
Yeah, he's
Scouting?
he's
Yeah, he's gonna scout.
He's
Okay. And where's the cancel? Come on. It's a spire. I want to see a spire. Come on,
He
Mio.
doesn't even have a lair yet.
Oh, right.
He's making a third.
Why doesn't he have a
But-
lair yet? It's MeomaikA. He's supposed to have a lair by now.
I assume he's gonna cut off workers at like 39 and like have this third base up just for production.
Now, Mio, for those who don't know, Mio, part of the Bermuda, the Zergmuda triangle. Exclamation point Zergmuda in chat will send you that that information, so you know what we're talking about.
The Zergmuda Triangle of Southeast
Yeah.
Asia.
Southeast Asian Zergs who are known to be very unpredictable and cheeky and aggressive.
Don't get lost.
MeomaikA brings back the Zerglings. Gotta deal with this drop.
Yeah, it's the same drop
Piglet goes-
as
yeah,
last
it's-
time.
You know, if it works in TvT, maybe it can work in TvZ as well.
I mean, he's gonna snipe it. He's gonna use the lock on to snipe a queen actually and get out.
Yeah, and actually pack away and live with pretty much most of them. Only lost one Marine so far.
Yeah, and he also took out 2 Overlords, which supply blocked Mio.
Oh boy.
It's pretty good.
And the drop is just sitting here. Just
Yeah.
threatening.
There's no queens over here.
I
The
thought for a
queen-
second, oh, there's the spire. There's my spire.
Oh,
Thank you.
he's got the spire.
Whoop.
But yeah, no,
Yep.
he doesn't.
Where's-
MeomaikA doesn't creep spread, so he has no creep between his natural and his third, so he can't get queens over there.
I need to go on my Twitter and find the infographic I made for the Mutalisks.
Oh, he's in the
I
lane.
finally set out to explain to you and everybody else what
Because I need to be explained to about Mutalisks.
no, specifically about the terms of Venery for Mutalisks. But before we're not going to even see Mutalisks here, maybe because Piglet is doing quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, he's popping off with this drop. Oh, pick it up. He's
up.
good. Pick it up. It sounds like
Pick it
it's like a thing from ska music.
Pick it up, pick it up,
Pick it up.
pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Yeah, you know, ska with a genre of music that commonly has scatting in it.
Skabidi-papa.
Yep, ska, known for scatting.
For scattering. I don't know. I had no idea how to continue with that. I was just like, what word sounds like scatter? Speaking of scatter,
Sure.
Piglet is going mech. So these Mutalisks
Yeah.
better learn how to scatter, or they're gonna run into a whole lot of Thors. Which,
Yeah,
Mutalisks do not
he
like.
saw that spire. He saw that spire and he was just like, all right, double down, Thor time. I mean, Piglet is a player that does go mech. He's willing to go mech, especially in ZVT.
Mhm.
So yeah, he's going for the anti-meta mech. I hate Thors.
Thor is here.
As a Muta player, I despise Thors. They're not even like the best unit in the game. I just don't like playing against them.
Yeah, speaking of mutas, if you look at the infographic, you know, you can look at it right now. MeomaikA has a problem with Mutalisks, but he's about to be upgraded into a catastrophe. Unless he loses all of them to Thors here, he's not targeting the Thors.
He's trying to target the Thor, but it's getting repaired. Okay, now it's no longer getting repaired.
The one on the high ground.
Yeah,
it
good magic box here.
It is magic
Yeah.
box, so he's not going to lose all of these Mutalisks, but so many of them are
He's
taking
not gonna be able to
so
take it
much
out.
damage. He's down to 9. It's not even a problem of Mutalisks now.
Yeah, no, the repairs and the pickups from the medevac and the bio to back up the Thors as well come in and clutch.
Yeah.
Ooh. Goodbye, tank.
He lost 11 Mutalisks and didn't. He
Yeah.
got a Thor and a few SCVs, but that's it.
Yeah, he was sitting magic box on top of a Thor that was getting repaired for like 5 minutes and lost like half his mutas.
Like it was
That
5
sounds like
minutes.
something I
bit
do.
of exaggeration.
I exaggerate all the time, Steel. How is this news?
Exaggerate all the time. That's what you should do, because you need to exaggerate the fact that you're.
Yeah, you gotta exaggerate the fact that I exaggerate. Okay,
Oh,
he's
he's not
does not have
magical
enough mutas. He does not have
Okay.
enough mutas to be fighting 2 Thors.
Yeah, no.
He
I,
needs like
I think
20
he
mutas.
brought some Zerglings as well. I think he thought he might be able to surround the Thors with the Zerglings, but there were Hellbats on the ground with blue flame, so.
This is the mech that made me quit the game for 3 months once. Because every Diamond Terran on the planet just goes Thor Hellbat mech. Like, well, at the time that was like the meta Diamond Ladder Terran build was you just, and if you face a Zerg, you just spam Thors and Hellbats.
No, Mio, not quite leaning. Oh, not committing to the mutas. Actually, droning up really hard. Gonna go up to 4 bases, maybe even get a 5th, and he's so far behind in army supply. But I seems like he's transitioning. Yeah, he's just starting to get roaches now.
Yeah, he wants. He
getting
knows
roach
he's going
speed.
against mech. He knows that Piglet's meching it happen, so he's gotta deal with that.
Yeah, Mio knows.
Probably
See,
gonna go
Lord
Rotrap.
Lord Lokin, or our Lord and Savior, Lord Lokin, is in chat. Papi, the Papi
Mio's
of
father.
MeomaikA. It's 3 turrets and a Thor. This Mutan is like, no, no.
Maybe we don't go over there.
Look how many turrets Piglet has.
Jesus.
See, the thing is, this is where MeomaikA might win here, because Piglet is committing to the anti-muta defense
He's
here.
doubling down.
These are not effective against roaches. at all.
This is like
These
the
turrets
reverse
are
Mewtwo
they're a
switch.
waste of resources at the moment for Piglet.
This is like the reverse Mewtwo switch. Instead of switching to Mewtwo's, he's switching away from them.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
He's got
Piglet
quite a
scans.
few Ravs
Now
here.
Piglet knows. But is
Yeah,
it
he's
too
used to
late?
retrieve.
Piglet, Mew has a lot of Ravagers and Roaches.
I mean,
Your upgrades are about to kick in as
Piglet's-
well. It's gonna be
Piglet's
behind the
pumping out
upgrades.
tanks.
Well, the Mewtwo's are still getting some value around, keeping the army at bay.
Yeah, but yeah, no, Piglet's
what
working on
alien?
2-2 mech.
These are
This
broken
run by
aliens.
could be good.
Drive-by barbecue!
Oh, man.
It's not
Is
a
it
drive-by,
Australian
it's a drive-in!
barbecue?
It's
Got
just
some
driving
sausages. Oh, I have a bit of a sausage
Barbecue.
sizzle, eh?
Alright. In the meantime, MeomaikA pushes the third base of Piglet away. Sorry, the fourth base of Piglet out of the way. So no expansion for you just yet. But there are tanks on the back there. MeomaikA shouldn't be getting too far in here.
He still has a lot of roaches in the front. He can't really push into siege tanks at this point.
Also worth mentioning, because
Never
MeomaikA
mind.
droned so hard earlier on, even though he took losses, he's still way ahead in workers.
Oh yeah, he's been droning hard. He no longer has a lot of roaches. So he
he's
can push into siege tanks.
all the Ravagers. But Ravagers are light units, and these are Blue Flame, Hellions, Hellbat.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of tanks, and these things, Ravagers, they clump up.
Yeah, I mean, if he plays the Ravages well, they're much better than pure Roach against siege tanks. Because siege tanks, they hurt armor units.
Oh my god, any piles! He shot all the piles at once.
You shot it in one spot. Spread your vials, Mio. Rapid fire them in like an arch.
It's like
Come on, man.
if he had like an assault rifle and it was like he left it not on like a single shot mode and it's like an automatic. Like, it's like, ooh, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, like, Mio, please, you're not gonna get any. It's so easy to dodge vials when you put them all in one spot.
Alright. So gonna deny the fourth base again for Piglet.
He's walking the tanks here.
Oh, all these Ravagers just waddling around inside the kill zone of the tanks. It's unhealthy.
Yeah, he's just walking to a kill box. It's not a good thing to do.
I mean, he's switching to Ultralisks.
Is that really the Ultralisks are not bad against Thors?
I mean, it doesn't have the upgrades for them. Yeah, they're gonna be +1 melee. He just started it.
Oh my god.
It keeps transitioning into different things, and I know it's catching Piglet by surprise, but it also means these units are gonna be really weak.
Yeah, Piglet running his mech here definitely has drawn the game to a point that Mio's not comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, him playing this slow defensive mech with the Thors has really made it hard for MeomaikA to be in his comfort zone, because as we all know, he plays to win at 5-6 minutes, not at 20. Whereas
Yeah.
Piglet right now is playing to win at 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Or right now.
The Biles
Okay.
miss most of the army, and
Actually spreading his files.
the Hellions are enough to deal with at least the Ravagers, and the Thors
Yeah.
and tanks deal with the Roaches, so MeomaikA doesn't have much. 6 Ultralisks are on the way. They don't have chitinous plating. They only have +2 armor. They are going to be so squishy against the mech army.
He's so far behind in upgrades. Again, such a it's an indication of MeomaikA's playstyle and what part of the game he's comfortable playing. Because once it reaches this point in the game, he's falling behind on upgrades. You know, he's kind of faltering with his build a little bit. He's not sure about his unit composition. He's just like, fuck it, Ultralisks, you know?
I mean, that's Meo.
Yeah, I mean, that's Meo in general, but
You just described MeomaikA.
especially in the late game, he's just kind of like,
He's coming in. Nice banding
Oh, he's
clouds
going in.
there. Gonna take care
Yeah,
of the
really good
Thor and
back
some
control.
tanks at the back. But he's got
Yeah,
a
good.
concave here, Piglet.
yeah, really good blinding clouds on the tanks, but everything goes down to the Thors.
Thing is, MeomaikA had a huge bank, so he can recover from this. He's making more Ultralisks. Chitinous plating is halfway done. 92 Zerglings are on the way.
Oh,
I'll be able to
a
take care of
massive
the
tank
tank
volley.
and the Thors. That's a
He just
huge.
walked
If
into
he
a
gets a
massive tank volley,
surround
though.
with the Zerglings.
Yeah, if he gets a good links around, this could work out.
As
but-
long as they stay away from the
Oh, the
Hellbat.
scan!
Oh,
Really good
he catches
scan.
it.
Oh, he's going for it
Hellbats are
anyways.
They help us with the critical thing here. They have to protect the tanks and the Thors. They don't seem to be able to do so. But
there's just so many
enough.
siege tanks.
Thing is, this is a... I don't know in whose favor this trade is going, but Piglet manages to survive with most of these heavy units alive. More Hellions are coming in to reinforce. MeomaikA has some of those Ultralisks, but they're very squishy.
Yeah, I'm all too familiar with this point in the game. This is the slow crawl of mech. Slow, unstoppable crawl of mech. You can just keep reinforcing, you keep making rounds of units, but you butt your head against it, and it's completely pointless.
This is a MeomaikA is just like a madman, just banging his head on a wall.
Especially in the end game, where he's just like, I kind of did not expect to get this far, so I don't have my upgrades. I'm starting +1 melee at about 13 minutes into the game.
And he kept switching, trying to catch Piglet by surprise, but Piglet was like, you know, I'm playing mech. I'm just going to do the same thing. It's not.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I'm just going to sit back and wait for you to crash into me.
Yeah.
No matter what you bring on.
Again, that is an endgame I'm all too familiar with from personal experience. Like, it gets to the point where the mech is so oppressive and, like, in your face that no matter how much you try to rally your army together and go for a pushback with defender's advantage, you just hit a brick wall and slump to the ground.
I'm just watching the fight now.
And
there was so much hope for me. And then there wasn't.
And then there's 5 like +3 siege tanks surrounded by Thors.
Oh no.
And the Zerglings all die to it. Oh, I can't click that link, Mio. We're in a party. Thank you for the whisper, but
you didn't whisper me.
I'll message him. Steel is party.
Oh yeah, okay, you whispered me.
Oh,
okay.
never mind. There you go.
I don't know why sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, like the lobby link.
StarCraft, dude. It's a 10-year-old. StarCraft 2 is a 10-year-old game with a barely functioning lobby system that's had problems since launch. This is a criticism of Blizzard.
Believe it or not, it used to be worse.
Somehow. This is an active criticism of Activision Blizzard.
It's an active Blizzicism. Is that what? Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
No, I hoped I have something in there, but I don't.
You were just like grasping at straws.
Yeah, I was. Just like Blizzard. Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
I still find it crazy that What's-His-Face got a 200 million bonus after sacking 190 of his employees.
That's why he got the bonus.
That's the fucking that's Blizzard, all right.
What a lot of businesses are like that. This is what happens.
Blizzard's just like a very big problem when it comes to that. As in, they do it a lot, and they're just a shitty company. Because, you know, Activision Blizzard is Activision. Anyways, enough of me hating on Blizzard, as I usually do. We're loaded into Death Aura LE here. In the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the Red Zerg player, hailing from Vietnam and playing for Intensity Esports. It is, of course, MeomaikA.
And in the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Australia, currently up 1 in this best of 3 series, our blue Terran is in fact Piglet. For those wondering why Demi isn't playing, Demi is adminning the tournament.
Yeah.
Which is cool. See some the shark behind the scenes, you know, behind the camera. The shark.
The shark. I don't know why I turned into like a 50-year-old New York woman who smokes too much.
Yes. You heard about the bozo
uptown?
You have to catch the sharks.
Oh, it's just a pedo from Queens.
You know?
This is
do
what I
that
was
voice.
afraid
I
of.
can't do
You're
that
killing your voice. Don't do it. You have to do it safely or don't do it. Otherwise, you'll die.
I've definitely been watching too much John Mulaney if I'm doing impressions of 50-year-old New Yorkers who smoke too much.
Alright. In other news, waiting for us in the next round is Oreo winning 2-0 against Starduck, the Duck of the Stars.
I wanted to
Oh.
see Starduck move on there, honestly.
Also,
That
we
would
have
be
Gogo
really good.
Joey going up against Ender. Ender winning 2-1 against Beastork. So that's a nice match. The two other vertices of the Zergmedia triangle, Ender and Gogo Joey.
Yeah. That should be a spicy one.
You also have
Don't
Psycho
think we'll
and
get past
Pez.
that one though.
Psycho and Pez
Uh-oh.
going at it. Oh.
The door was
He's
open.
in. Hold the door!
The door was left open. They were welcomed in. They're like vampires. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I will
Yeah.
not elaborate.
Alright. Mio, getting speed. No third base yet. Is gonna delay that third archery.
No,
That's too
why
much.
did you say it like
Yeah,
that?
maybe. I don't know.
Third base, yeah. Maybe but be the third base. Maybe.
There's the
Say
third
it
base.
like that.
Never mind. I don't know. I just, my voice started higher.
You just like
was questioning-
collapsed.
I was
mentally.
questioning it. I was like, maybe? Huh?
You just like mentally collapsed into like a different person entirely.
Yeah, well, yeah, you never know.
Maybe you changed accent.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
sometimes
maybe,
you know
don't
you
know
have to be
what
yourself.
Maybe.
Y'all.
Oh.
Alright, there's a layer coming in from you.
Yeah.
And more
pretty early.
gases. So
Pretty early lash slapping on gases.
And it's not enough gases for Mutas, I think, though.
No, he only has 3. Yeah, he only has 3, so it's probably rushes for Trav. Or it could be Hydra. No, 3 gases Hydra. 2 gases Roach.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was reading Demi in chat. Claiming he's a washed up
saying
old man.
He slapped down 2 extra gases and then threw up a lair. He's going for Hydras. Yeah, I'm a good caster. I understand this.
No,
video game.
you're a good Zerg, is what is it. You know.
I
you know
understand.
Zerg
I
builds.
understand how Zerg builds work. 2 gases Roaches, 3 gases as Hydras, 4 gases as Mutas. That's how it goes.
Do we need an infographic about it?
No, you just need to listen to me.
Alright, Piglets with a drop. Have to back away here. So that Cyclone. Pretty good in a
Yeah.
drop, I gotta say. You know. It's,
Oh yeah, he's like using it to snipe queens. It's the
Yeah.
beetle from Queens.
From Queens.
I know that queen
Queen from Queens, Karen.
It's Karen from Queens.
Karen. Gotta
She lives
stay
up in
away from those
Queens.
cyclones. They're not good for your health.
I've never been to Queens. I've been to New York once when I was a child.
And
It was a very random tangent. I was just like, yeah. I don't think I went to Queens. I think we were in Manhattan. When my family went I don't know why I'm talking about this. It's just like it was a random thought that occurred to my brain and I
it's
felt
fine.
it
There's
say
not
it.
much else to talk about. It's fine.
That's true.
Piglet is going mech. Mio is going Mio, and
He's going
but-
Hydra into mech.
but-
He's going to crumble.
in about 5 minutes, there's going to be something to talk about, other than that
He's-
liberator at the back of
He's going
Mio's base there.
Hydra. He's going Hydra into Blue Flame. This is not gonna go well.
Hydra into Blue
these-
Flame? Against Blue Flame, not yeah. We say
Yeah,
we say
against
going
the-
Hydra into Blue Flame. It's confusing.
As if he chose to do. As if he saw the Blue Flame and then went Hydras. No.
As if
he was
as
going
if you can
Hydras.
upgrade from Hydras into Blue. Can you imagine Hydralisks shooting Blue Flame fire from their mouth thingies? Like their spikes are on fire with Blue Flame.
talking about Monster Hunter, aren't they? In
What?
chat. Chase and Oreo.
I don't know. All right, Mio pushing forward. There's
Yeah, he's
Tank on
going
the
for a
high
link
ground.
hug
He
approach.
can't quite reach it.
He's blocking his own links.
The Hellbots are doing a great job here. He's getting a lot
Yeah.
of SPVs, but he's losing the entire army.
Yeah, he's his SUVs are dropping like flies, but I mean, again, it's Hellbats and siege tanks versus Hydra Ling.
The thing is, Mio is delaying that third. He's gonna push it away. Don't move
Yeah,
your
this
Hydralisks
is-
into tanks.
This is doing something. It's just not the nicest of trades. He's losing quite a lot to achieve his goal, but he sure is achieving it.
Yeah, there's a run by coming in to towards the natural. It looks like. No,
Nope, he's going home.
back. No, going back. Mio's going home. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's Spire. It's about to test
Yeah,
Spire.
I think that's a bad move because he already has Thors. He saw the
Mio's
Thors.
going to intercept that drop.
Oh,
think
he sees
so.
it. He sees it. He sees it. He had 2 lings run underneath him.
I don't know if you noticed it though.
Oh, I mean, Neo is a good player. I would imagine he looks at his minimap once in a while.
It wasn't on the minimap for a while. All right, now it definitely sees the doors. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I imagine MeomaikA as
Oh,
a
the
top
Thors-
pro gamer in the region.
Oh, the Thors
Might
changed
perhaps
they changed the armament thingy for
into
the
the
stuff
spot.
that's not good against mutas.
Oh,
Oh, so Piglet
Muta's not
gonna
gonna
be
come out for a
prepared
bit.
to- I mean, they're on the way. 11 of them.
yeah.
These Thors are not going to be prepared.
Yeah, they're on the short range rapid fire. Sorry, the single target fire rapid fire, not the short range.
Oh, it's long
The
range.
non-splash damage one.
Yeah, the unsplashable, the splashless.
Yeah, the one that shoots faster but doesn't do splash damage compared to the one that shoots slower but does splash damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's the 2 Thor modes.
Oh,
Big explodey or small shooty fasty.
well, we're not going to get to see how well these 2 Thors deal with the Mutalisks, so they're not going to be intercepting them. The Mutas are right here sniping tanks where the Thors are not.
Yeah.
Oh, this
There's
is a
nothing
really
but
good
tanks and
catch from
Hellbats
Neo.
here. Hellbats can't shoot up, fun fact. And neither
Oh,
can
but
tanks.
it brings the
Oh, he
Zergling,
just taps
but-
out.
Yeah, Piglet taps out.
It was
Got
enough
caught.
of it.
Got caught with the Thors on the other side of the map.
Delaying that third and killing off those workers was just like
Yeah.
was more than enough, and then this was just like the final straw that caused him to tap out. This was the breaking point. And,
The point of
I,
breaking.
I do believe that means we are 1-1.
Yeah, we are, in fact, sideways 1-1.
Ah, yes.
We are not. Neither player is up in the series. Neither player is down in the series. They are both sideways. In the
Sideways.
series. Yes, they are in fact sideways 1-1.
Yes, thank you for explaining that for people who
Yeah,
do not
yeah.
understand what you mean.
Yeah. It's for plebs who don't understand what true gaming terms mean.
Yes, a true gaming term that I've only heard CranKy Ducklings use.
Well, we are the true esports gamers, right? So.
Well, have you met Yaku?
Well.
Well,
Well.
I'm sure you're familiar with Yaku. I mean, oh my god.
Group, I corrupted group. I
Every
was the one who corrupted
time-
group.
Every time I
I'm
say
the truest thing in the military. The true
every
jokes.
time I say true to something, every time I say true to something,
It's-
one of
it's
Yaz
me.
has to make the joke.
It's all me. I take full responsibility for corrupting everyone with true puns.
I hate it here. Well, I don't. There's actually a clip of me on my stream talking about the fact that I don't hate it here, but I do
Every
hate it
time,
here
yeah,
at the
I
same
clipped
time.
it. I clipped how much you love us. You can't just get away
Yeah.
from us.
To be fair, I was like 6 hours into a 10-hour birthday stream, and it was already very chaotic. I was kind of losing it, you know, kind of slipped
Yeah,
up a little bit.
so you spoke the truth. You were in a vulnerable position and you spoke the truth.
I was in
and
a
the truth is
vulnerable
you love
position.
us.
I was in a vulnerable position, and a bunch of ducklings came and gave me money.
So, apparently, money can buy you love.
Yeah, it's called Twitch Prime.
Speaking of which, if you consider subscribing to the CranKy Ducklings or supporting us on Patreon, exclamation point Patreon in chat will send you to our page. And if you like our Lord and Savior, Lord Lokin, want to support us, it will be greatly appreciated, and you will gain access to our subscribers only chat in Discord and also replay packs. I'm not sure if we have replay packs from this tournament, but I
don't
need
know
to
if we
ask the
will,
admins.
'cause we're not
But
running
for a lot
this
of,
one.
Yeah, because we're not running this one. But for the tournaments we are running, and some of the ones we are casting, and we have permission to share replays, we share replays. And you know, you can see these players. They are pretty professional, hype players, quality players that you kind of want to learn from. So
Yeah.
support us. Also,
Unfortunately,
you'll be able to
unlike
help
me,
Yaku with his homework.
unfortunately, unlike me, paying us does not make you will not buy our love for you in the same way. It's like a parasocial relationship, you know? Anyway, speaking of parasocial relationships, as we load in here onto Pillars of Gold LE, in the top right-hand corner of the map, we have the Red Zerg player, currently sideways 1-1 in the series, hailing from Vietnam and playing for Intensity Esports. It is, of course, MeomaikA. Hang on, I have a good one for that relationship strip.
And in the southwest corner of the map, having a parasocial relationship with the opponent here, as they are sideways 1-1 as well, all the way from Australia. Our blue Terran is in fact Piglet.
That's not what a parasocial relationship is.
It's exactly what I was about to ask. Just explain yourself. I'm not letting you
A
get away with it.
parasocial relationship is the relationship between a media influencer or content creator and their audience.
Ah. So a creep fest is what you mean.
Nope. Nope, we're not gonna go into that because there's a lot of content creators that could apply to.
I thought parasocial was just like when you parachute friends into.
Nope.
Yeah,
Not at
no?
all.
When you go skydiving with friends.
Nope.
It's a parasocial relationship.
Nope. But that emote I put in chat, Ludwig made a video called "I Am Not Your Friend," where he talked about parasocial relationships and how content creators aren't your friend, and it became a meme. It became a whole meme, and that's what that emote is. It's from the thumbnail where he just like gives you that look, and that's not your friend.
Alright,
You know?
fair enough.
I mean, he's not. He's a content creator. He's not your friend.
But wait a minute. But like when Carbots always says like, "Hey, I'm your best friend." It's your best friend. It's Carbots. So does that mean he's not really my friend?
Do you know him personally?
No.
Is he a content creator that you are an audience member for?
Yeah.
Then then it is a
Lies. He
it is a
lies.
parasocial relationship and not a friendship.
Wow. I would not have known that if that wasn't explained to me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people on the internet that need that explained to them.
Yeah, I know. I'm just teasing.
Okay, we do have confirmation that these replays from both the G Fuel qualifiers will in fact go to our subs.
Yes, so subscribe to CranKy Ducklings if you want replays of the very matches we are casting right now.
Link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, and you can click on that subscribe button and check if you have a Twitch Prime sub.
I'm not personally in support of that, but you know.
Listen, Twitch Primes, man, it's free money.
Subscribe. It's free money. It's also sharing all your information and conglomerating it into one account for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give your information to Amazon.
It's all about the data.
Give your data and personal information to Jeff Bezos, so he can come to your house and give you $1 billion.
Jeff. Ooh, we have clock coming up from Piglet. It's gonna have a bit of a variation here. Banshee.
I don't know what that Rax is waiting for.
It's covering the starport, so you can't
It's
see what the
hiding it.
starport is making.
Yeah, it's hiding it. It's like nothing to see here, just a bear floating in the sky.
What if it's like a good tactic in for Protoss to hide what the because in Protoss you can see what the Stargate is warping in.
Yeah.
It's the only building in the game that lets you clearly
you
see
can
what
see
the unit
what's being
what
produced.
unit it's making.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you can like obscure it with like a building or something. Like if you're in a 2v2 or something, and one is a Protoss and one is a Terran, you can just float the barracks over it, so it's not as easy to see.
That's some big brain tactics right there.
I suppose you can just turn the screen around and zoom in, but you can look around the barracks.
Yeah, but most players don't use that function.
Uh-huh.
Like, you
Actually,
don't see
a lot of
using it.
players disable it just so it doesn't
Yeah, it doesn't
trigger
get
in
in
the
the way.
middle of the game.
Yeah.
Although some players use it specifically against Protoss to find probes, because
Yeah,
it's easy.
it's
It's
kinda
kind of easier to see the shimmer if you're looking, you're moving the screen
Probe
around.
service. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If you zoom in and out, you can see like when you see like the colors changing in a different way.
Yeah.
There's an
The shimmer, even if the unit stands still, you can still see the shimmer moving because it's your
because your camera's
point of
moving.
view that's moving. Yeah. Alright,
Yeah.
Banshees are ready. Cloak
Two
is
Banshees.
finished. Hydralisk
Banshees
then
with
from
cloak.
Neo.
Yep, going for the high. Oh, sorry. Going for the Hydras again. I like choked
No
on
protection
myself.
at all for Mio.
He has spores coming up, no?
No. Oh yeah, it does.
Spawn is natural.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does. It
yeah.
does. Okay, it's fine. I missed.
His
I
spores
looked
just
at the wrong.
finished. As you looked at.
I looked at
Yeah,
the
as
wrong
you looked at
tab.
the production tab, like
Yeah.
the spores just finished.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the Banshees can get a few drones, but not like a super amount.
Mm-hmm.
About as much
Yeah.
as you'd expect, unless Mio screws it up.
Burn the rocks.
Ah, yes, burning rocks.
Burn them.
StarCraft
Oh, the
logic.
Banshees are moving. They're trying to find a path around. What they do? They're just patrolling here.
Ah, yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
Banshees, please. No, Piglet is not going mega this time. Gonna be bio.
Not yet. Yep, he is on the bio train. He's got the 3 racks. He does have a pretty standard Hellion count here. Opting to hold them for the Banshees instead of going in, normally you go in and dive into the net with the Hellions at the beginning of the game in ZBT. This time, opting to pull them with a push, perhaps?
I don't know. I mean, if you're going bio, isn't like the whole point of bio is a Terran against Zerg? You want to be active on the map. It's not like mech where you just kick back and let them crush on your wall.
Well, it looks like
you
he's
gotta be
moving out.
active. And Piglet hasn't been using the Banshees, hasn't been
He hasn't
dropping.
used the Hellions.
And I was about to say hasn't been cleaning creep, but Mio hasn't been spreading creep, so it's fine.
Neo is the worst creep spreader on the planet. I'm going to sit this man down and force him to creep spread.
Yeah. He's
Like, he uses the overlords instead of queens.
What a lazy bum.
I'm not the best StarCraft player. I'll be honest, I peaked like mid-Diamond 3, but I will say my creep spread is better than some pro gamers.
Yeah. Alright.
Like,
Banshees are doing nice work, but
there is an observer, not an observer, an overseer.
an overseer. Yeah, Mio is going to try and kick Piglet out of this third base location. I don't know if that could work though. MeomaikA does not have enough here, I believe.
He's only got a Hydrus, and there are 3 siege tanks here. And, Hellbats and a solid amount of bio. So I don't
the
think
scan just in
Hydrus is gonna
time.
work here. Good scan, able to
get the
position.
tank, but they can't quite get to it and kill it. But there's another tank
Oh,
at the
there's still a
back,
tank
another
on
tank coming in. I don't know.
This bio getting a little down. Yeah, barely trades out with the bio, but the tanks well clean it up. Like, it was a lot closer than it could have been. It was a good arc from Mio.
I don't think that was the smartest.
But yeah, he did run into 3 siege tanks.
The important bit is that Piglet gets to keep the third base up and running. Does not
Yep.
take worker damage. Only one SCV died this game. This is the only worker that died this game.
Yep. Literally nothing came of that. Like all Mio did was trade out like it at a disadvantage.
Yeah. Now it should be noted, MeomaikA does have a fourth base up and running, and
He's
it's
on the way to
I
hive
think
too.
fully saturated. Yeah, it's fully saturated there, so
Yeah, he's 75.
so you can afford to trade. You know, that's the privilege of Zerg. You can just expand real hard, drone up, and you can just afford to throw bodies at the enemy.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That is certainly a thing they can do. Though again, that trade. Oftentimes, if you are trading out at a disadvantage, which Zerg often is, because you know, mass amounts of units is the big thing with Zerg. You at least want to get something out of it, but he really didn't get anything out of it. All he really did was lose a bunch of Hydras in
Yeah.
exchange for one tank and some bio.
But
Like,
there's
bio
no
is so
retaliation.
efficient.
Piglet has not been harassing or anything, so Mio is just getting away with greedy economy.
Yeah, again, Piglet, very much a mech player, as is shown even in his bio play. Wait, did Mio
Bending
actually make
speed is
banelings?
halfway done. Yeah, hey, he made a lot of bendings.
That's
and
not
Ben-
a Mio thing. He doesn't make banelings ever.
No, he runs into banelings. That's
Yeah.
his thing.
Yeah, he doesn't
yeah,
make
yeah.
banelings. He runs into them.
He has a couple of Vipers on the way as well.
He's still on High Drilling Bane though.
Mm.
I assume he wants to go Lurkers if he has Vipers.
He's getting
But that-
+1 melee.
But that does Mio play Lurkers? I haven't seen him play Lurkers.
Does he know that the unit exists?
I don't think so.
Alright, he's multi-progging though. This is a juke and a jive. This is the main army here, and is not pushing into the fourth base of Piglet? Question mark?
No, he's opting to back off. I don't think he wants to take because he knows the main army's here. He doesn't want to lose his left flank because it's the smaller part of his army.
So what he's going to do is going to retreat back to
Oh my
his
God.
wonderful creep spread and try to pull. Yeah, it's a lot of Bane. He's going to try and surround Piglet on
so
creep,
many
which doesn't have.
banelings.
It doesn't have creep. Why do not you creep, Mio?
So many banelings.
In fact,
As, like,
6 days.
someone
Could
once
you
said.
get one more, Mio?
One
could
more
you get
baneling. One more baneling.
bane?
Please. Please.
Just one.
Please. Please.
Mio,
For the stream.
please.
For the content. It'd be really
Mio.
funny. Please.
Come on.
Just one.
He's not getting that bailing. We failed.
God
It is not
Damn
nice.
it.
Oh, but he's going to go for the surround on the
Oh,
bio.
he's
The
so
Bane's
slow
running
off
away.
creep though.
And it comes on top of tanks. And the Banes
Oh,
roll into a lot of these
Bane
Marines.
count.
The splits are not the best from Piglet. And they are not enough. Does MeomaikA
Yeah.
surviving here to keep on pushing? Looks like it's
Maybe.
done.
Yeah, you can deal with these
Banes
tanks.
roll into the tanks. They go to the mineral line. There's not the...
Go for the SCVs. They're all clubbed
SCVs
together.
evacuated. They get into
Oh, he
the
missed
bunker. I think
See,
Mio
the
has-
problem here,
is enough
Steel,
to steal this base.
the problem here, Steel, is the fact that most of his army was banelings. So now his army supply is the same as Piglet's.
Yeah.
So really, the trade came out even. All he did was kills like a handful of SCVs and force a lift on the third. He might kill the third here.
I mean, he's killing
But-
a lot of the tanks. He's keeping the tank count of Piglet low.
Yeah, he actually gets the third base and 22 workers. So
this
positive trade.
It prevents Piglet from moving out, so that's the important bit.
The problem is he's going to keep making massive amounts of banelings and then trading out like 60% of his army.
Look, he's on 6
To
bases.
kill.
He's transitioning to ultras. He just needs to buy time and to get his roster. Look at his
He's-
income now. Look at the income from MeomaikA.
He
right
is
now.
rich as hell. I just don't think making
And-
99%
and
of your
not
army
even
banelings
banking.
is a good idea.
He's not even banking anything. Look at that.
He's
Like,
spending it.
more than 3k per minute, and is not going over 200 minerals.
He only has 5 hatches, actually. I don't know
Has
how
6.
he's making this much.
He has 6 hatches. Well, one is being built right now.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, he's not even got a macro hatch, I think. Yet he's
I'm
producing
guessing,
this
I'm
hard.
guessing he's at least injecting. He's doing something with the queens.
Yeah.
Because they're not making
His
creep.
injections are on
We know,
point.
we know that.
Yeah.
These buildings are not even. These spaces are not connected. It's the worst. What is going on here? Every time I
Again-
cast him, I'm flabbergasted.
Somehow, despite being a peak mid Diamond 3 player, I have better creep spread than MeomaikA, the best Zerg player in the region.
Yeah. So I guess this is how you beat Marrow. You don't spread creep.
I guess I will reverse everything. I will reverse the one strong point I have as a Zerg player. And just not do it.
And Piglet, by the way, killed 2 drones this entire game.
Right.
So this is the so far the economic damage that MeomaikA has been taking. It's gonna lose this hatchery, probably. Yeah, it looks like he's not going to concentrate on taking it. Instead, he's going to keep on pushing here into the third base of Piglet, right into the tanks and liberators.
That's a lot of tanks. I think
Yeah.
Meo's gonna keep making way too many banelings, and he's gonna keep trading out half his army for, like, most of Piglet's army. He's gonna keep trading positive, but then he's going to get his entire army cleaned up because most of his army was banelings, and this is just gonna keep going until eventually he wins.
He kind of wants to at some point to trade his army because he's switching to Ultralisks and he needs to clean up supply.
God, he has so many banelings.
Fighting is finished.
He's gonna run into the Libs and tanks here with so good yoink actually.
That planetary fortress. There's not much repair on it. It's going to go down. The banelings don't quite connect with the marines. There's still a lot of bio here, and it's really hype. Some banelings remain. They clean up some of it. It looks like it's gonna get pushed away. But Neo does get the planetary fortress. That was the 4th base of Piglet, the richest mining base that Piglet had. And that means Piglet's income is about half of what MeomaikA's is right now.
Yeah. God, Meo's just gonna keep... The thing about this is that Meo is winning these fights. He's getting bases out of this. He's killing bases out of this. Except he's trading so inefficiently.
Yeah, well, it's just the Zerg way, you know?
I mean,
Zerg...
See, this is inefficient by Zerg standards, is what I'm getting at.
The Ultralisk goes down, but the Zerglings
The siege tanks with the friendly fire.
Surround the siege tanks, the banelings roll into them. They don't quite reach the bio, but they get to the tanks.
There's still a lot of marauders here, though. This gets clean.
Yeah, the army supply is heavily in favor of Piglet, and Neo cannot resupply. Doesn't have enough income right now. Piglet
He
is
just
gonna
has to be banking.
do some damage here. The banelings get narrad, and they get cancelled.
3-3 marauders, dude. They slap.
Yeah.
Like, they're really good.
I don't know if MeomaikA can actually mount a defense here.
Yeah, I think it got to the point where he had one fight where he traded too inefficiently, and was just not able to defend on the counterattack. Oh, he got the baits! Oh, there's no mid effects over here.
He yoinks the Liberator, so it's yeah, but it's nothing to kill it. GG is cold. Piglet will be moving on.
Yeah.
Piglet went out into the waters of the South China Sea and braved the Zergmida Triangle.
He brought a lot of marauders with him.
Yep.
It certainly helped. Again, marauders and marines are a lot more efficient cost-wise than 68 banelings.